EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington football team. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
In store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A carry now for McKissick. And right away he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. It's a loss of a yard.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Allen with a pick. And his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
43-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Washington.
Here's McKissick. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. Oh, scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. The free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of
well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Gibson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 14.
The 14-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 33rd. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half, but there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Looking deep for Julio. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little...
Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
11. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Risk taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tacked McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie our score at 14. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. He's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Another carry now for Gurley. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Washington first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
35-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Gain of 4 yards. First down, Washington.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He's brought down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. A man who grew up just north of here in Milton, it's Peyton Barber. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here on the jet sweep. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead.
His kick is.
And he puts it through.
Makes this Washington 21. Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted by Washington.
What a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Complete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And it's 3rd.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
18 on the play. And the Washington first down.
Keep it on the ground. Gibson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown. It's over. They've got to stand tall.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were booed.